Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Friday, the 12th of February 2021, and today is the beginning of Chinese New Year. So happy Chinese New Year, everybody. Now, boys and girls, it's time to correct yesterday's Better at English. So what will happen soon? Soon it will be Sports Day. Two separate words, so you need to have a nice neat finger space in between. Number 2, who has the whistle? The teacher. Teacher. It has our special friend from last week. The word each is in teacher, the word teach is in teacher, and the word her is in teacher. It's a great word to have lots of hidden spellings. The teacher has the whistle. That's actually quite tricky because the T is silent and the E at the end is silent as well. What do you get if you win? You get a medal if you win. Medal. M-E-D, that's the first syllable. Al is the second syllable. If you win, win. What do babies do? Sometimes they cry and stop. Number 5, tick the races you like. That was totally your own opinion. Remember we had our potato and spoon race at the beginning of the year? I really enjoyed that. Number 6, if you fall, do you get up, laugh, cry, or go home? Again, that's totally up to you. You just say whatever you do. Next, true or false? It is nearly winter. False. Sports day is fun. True. Babies can run too. False. Teachers blow the whistle. True. You get a medal if you cry. False. The egg never falls off the spoon. False. You jump in the sack race. True. You put eggs in the sack. False. Sorry, I should have given this a tick here. And next you have to draw an egg and spoon and a whistle. That was completely your own drawings and I loved seeing how you did. Next up, boys and girls, I want you to do page 68 in your Better at English. The first activity is writing complete sentences. You are given 3 words and I want you to put these 3 words into a sentence of your own that makes sense. Remember capital letters at the beginning of a sentence for the names of people, places, cities, countries, counties, for the names of pets, anything like that you need a capital letter. Remember finger spaces between your words and full stop at the end. So spoon, egg, like. You could write your simple sentence, I, and capital I, because I am a very important person. I like the, so I've used the word like, now I can cross it out. The, T-H-E, it's a tricky word, egg, and remember there's 2 G's in the word egg. I've used the word egg, now I can cross it out. And remember tall letters tall, please. Spoon. And long letters long. Cross it out that I've used it. Race. R-A-C-E. Now I ran out of space, so that's why I've gone there, and full stop at the end. Then you move on to activity B and writing all about yourself. Write what you're good at, what you like, and what you've won, and use these words in blue to help you. Finally, activity C, you have to read the sentences and sequence the pictures in the correct order. So number 1, Granny and Grandad ran in the race. Well, where are Granny and Grandad running in the race? Here they are. Number 1. Best of luck, boys and girls. Send a photo when you're done. Okay, boys and girls in first class, now it's time for your spelling test. So please open up Spellwell on page 77, week 24. Write today's date, 12.2, please. We're going to go straight into it. Number 1, bird. The bird flew high in the sky. Bird. Number 2, fork. I put out a knife and fork on the table. Fork. Number 3, hurl. I hurl the slitter towards the goal. Hurl. Number 4, said. I'm no good, said Tom. Said. Number 5, girl. The girl will twirl. Girl. Number 6, Cork. He lives in County Cork. Cork. Remember, there's a special letter in there. Number 7, burn. Be careful not to burn yourself with boiling water. Burn. Number 8, bean. I had been to the post office. Bean. Number 9, seen. I had seen many cards on display. Seen. And number 10, right. At the end of the road, turn right. Right. Boys and girls, I'm going to call them out in order now. Number 1, bird. Number 2, fork. Number 3, hurl. Number 4, said. Number 5, girl. Number 6, cork. Number 7, burn. Number 8, bean. Number 9, seen. Number 10, right. If you need to pause, that's fine, but we're going to go straight ahead and correct. So number 1, bird. B-I-R-D, bird. Number 2, fork. F-or-k, fork. The word for is in fork. Number 3, hurl. H-r-l, hurl. H-U-R-L. Number 4, said. S-e-d. There's a tricky sound in there. S-A-I-D. Said. Number 5, girl. G-r-l. G-I-R-L. Girl. Number 6, cork. K-or-k. Cork. Capital C because it's the name of a city and county. Cork and fork rhyme. Number 7, burn. B-r-n. Burn. B-U-R-N. Burn and turn rhyme. Number 8, bean. B-E-N. Bean. The word bee is hidden in bean. Number 9, seen. S-E-N. Seen. S-E-N. S-E-E-N. Been and seen rhyme. The word see is hidden in seen. Finally, number 10, right. R-I-T. R-I-G-H-T. The I-G-H sound is hidden in the middle. Remember to give yourself a score out of 10, then convert that to a percentage by counting up in tens, and then convert that into data on your bar chart at the back. Well done, boys and girls. Next up, boys and girls, as part of your oral language and art lesson, I want you to create at least one Valentine's Day card using any of these idioms. Remember, boys and girls, idioms are phrases or words which mean something different from its literal meaning. So remember when we said about Fred was the star of the show? It didn't actually mean Fred the bear was a star, dressed up like a star and he was standing on stage. It just meant that he was the best. Also, when it said Fred was on fire, it didn't mean like he was actually on fire. It meant that he was brilliant. He was doing great. So there's lots of different idioms that we can use to create lovely Valentine's Day cards. So I want you to pick your favorite Valentine's idiom from the list below. I want you to write it in nice, clear, big writing, and make sure your writing is dark so it can be easily read. I want it to stand out. And here's the list, and I want you to illustrate it as well, boys and girls. So number 1, I'm head over heels for you. That means that you really, really like somebody. Number 2, love is in the air. Number 3, I love you to the moon and back. Number 4, you are my sunshine. Number 5, you're out of this world. Number 6, I love you to pieces. Number 7, you make my heart flutter. Number 8, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And number 9, you make my heart race. Number 10, you stole a piece of my heart. And number 11, you're a hoot. And finally, number 12, love bug. On the next page, you'll see lots of different examples of how you can make cards using these idioms. So here you can see all the different Valentine's Day cards examples. So here up in the top left corner, love you to the moon and back. A rocket ship on a moon and lovely big black clear writing. Here we have a heart-shaped sky with clouds and a hot air balloon floating high in the sky, and it says love is in the air. Here we've got a lovely blue card folded over and the sun pops up as you open it, and it says, Mom, you are my sunshine. And I thought this was really cute. They make the O's into love hearts. Here you've got butterflies where their wings are heart-shaped and their face is heart-shaped, and it says, you make my heart flutter. Here again you've got another rocket. Remember the fins, just like we learned about during Space Week, and we've got the windows and we've got the exhaust flames here. And if you notice, the exhaust flames are actually handprints cut out, and it says you're out of this world. Here somebody traced over their hand and folded that piece of paper in half, and then they cut it out, and in the center you'll see a heart where the two thumbs meet, and the idiom here is I love you to pieces, and inside the heart they've broken up little pieces of paper and pasted them on. This is a very funny one, boys and girls. Do you see the boy? He looks so silly because he's head over heels about the girl. From here, they've drawn and cut out a heart and put their footprints on it. And where the bottom of your foot is, it's called the sole. and it says, I love you from the bottom of my heart to the tips of my toes. Another play on words you could have done here is you're my soulmate, because the bottom of your foot is the sole. Here's another foot picture actually. They've used a footprint to outline the shape of a racing car and then cut out circles as the wheels and a semicircle for the helmet, and it says, you make my heart race. Here they have an owl with lots of hearts around it and heart-shaped wings, and it says, you're a hoot. That's the one to send to somebody you think is very funny or a good laugh. Here they've used a paper plate and they've traced out the shape of a pizza. And instead of circular pepperoni slices, they have heart-shaped pepperoni slices. And it says, you stole a pizza, my heart. For the idiom, you stole a piece of my heart. And here finally we've got our ladybird, but instead of circular dots for the patterns, they've got hearts. And it says, I've got the love bug. Now remember, boys and girls, ladybugs have 6 legs, so it should be 3 on the left side and 3 on the right. I cannot wait to see what you make, boys and girls. I know they're going to be very special. Please send in all the lovely photos so I can put them into a collage and post it on our class story to share. Hope you enjoy, boys and girls. Anish bucali agus Colini tá sé an don Gaelga. This week we are learning our co-raw phrase, were you? On rev to. Repeat after me. On rev to. Your turn. The answer would be vi me. Your turn. Or ni rev me. Your turn. So, on rev to ag leim on trampoline. Vi me ag leim on trampoline. Or ni rev me ag leim on trampoline. On rev to ag dausa. Vi me ag dausa. Or ni rev me ag dausa. On rev to ag cana. Vi me ag cana. Or ni rev me ag cana. Senior infants and first class, I want you to practice these phrases after me. Vi me ag leim on trampoline. Your turn. Arish, vi me ag leim on trampoline. Your turn. Vi me ag dausa. Your turn. Arish, vi me ag dausa. Your turn. Vi me ag cana. Your turn. Arish, vi me ag cana. Vi me ag leim an trampoline. Vi me ag dausa. Vi me ag cana. Now, boys and girls, I want you to listen to the song of the month, Kula Misha Ainin. Click the link to listen to our song of the month, boys and girls. Today, boys and girls, is your final day of your Fish Family Challenge, and what I want you to do today is running on the spot as your main exercise. So again, as you have been every day, remember to record your heartbeat for 10 seconds before you start any exercise, which is called your resting phase, after your warm-up, after your exercise, and after your cool down, and record your information on your bar chart here. Remember to color in your bar chart nice and clear so that the information is really easy to read, and it's great if you color in each part or each phase a different color. It makes it stand out. Remember, the only exercise that you multiply by 6 is the exercise that you're doing that phase. So again, just say if your heartbeat was 30 after the first phase, you multiply that by 6, which would be huge and give you 180 beats per minute. Please send in any photos or any little quick videos of you doing your workout, as we'd love to share them with each other. And best of luck! Okay, boys and girls, it's time for your Work It Out mental maths test. So if you go to the back of your book, and it's week 19. And number 1, 20 take away equals 16. A, 16, B, 10, or C, 4. Number 2, how much? 5 cent, 20 cent, and 10 cent. Number 3, plus 10 equals 68. A, 58, B, 48, or C, 67. Number 4, which holds the least? A, B, or C? Number 5, there are more squares than triangles. A2, B3, or C4. Number 6, how many faces? Number 7, half of 8 is A6, B4, or C5. Number 8, it is o'clock. A3, B6, or C12. Number 9, 7 plus what equals 16? A8, B10, or C9. And number 10, there are less apples than pears. A3, B4, or C2. If you need to pause, that's no problem, but we're going to go straight into correcting. Here I'm going to count from 16 to 20 to figure out the difference. So 17, 18, 19, 20. The difference is 4. 20 take away 4 equals 16. You could prove it by taking away 4 and seeing if 16 are left. Number 2, 20 cent and 10 cent, 2 tens and 1 10 is 3 tens, so 30. And 5 more is 35. C, 35 cent. Number 3, what do you add to 10 to make it 68? A, 58. Which holds the least? B, the cup. There are more squares than triangles. Well, here I'll just quickly do my one-to-one correspondence. Square to triangle, square to triangle, square to triangle, no more triangle, so there's 1, 2, 3 more squares than triangles. How many faces? 3. 2 flat circular faces and 1 curved folded rectangular face. Number 7, half of 8 is 4. Number 8, it is 12 o'clock. Number 9, 7 plus 9 equals 16. And number 10, there are less apples than pears. Again, we'll do our one-to-one correspondence. 1 pear to 1 apple, 1 pear to 1 apple, 1 pear to 1 apple, 1 pear to 1 apple. And what's left over? What's the difference? 2. There are 2 less apples than pears. So give yourself a score out of 10. Again, convert it to a percentage by counting in tens, and give yourself a sad face, fine face, or happy face to show me how you think you did. Well done, boys and girls.